Hey, I'm ElusiveKev, Mr. Cole, welcome back to TT Other Man Ride on the Edge, which we definitely did last time out in a quite familiar section of the track in the second half of it, as now we're heading to sections 3 and 4. Just a 7.7 kilometre stretch here, as we've got one more or less rider to battle in it, so we've only got 9 riders here, 9 competitors. We've got the Triumph, Daytona, we've got the Yamaha, Kawasaki and a couple of Hondas, including the Ace. Can he make it 3 victories in a row in a new section of the mountain course to explore? As they are revving up the engine at start this 7.7 long kilometre stretch. As we get underway on a Honda Supersport bike, hoping it won't take as long to learn this stretch as it did the others. Fingers crossed there's not too many outtakes at the end, but if it's anywhere near as quick as the other stretches, this event's going to be over in the blink of an eye. Just going to get used to it and then it's over. So we go into the first meaningful corner, grazing that wall on the inside. That's the perfect line. That's what you want to be doing around every corner on this course. So do we dare there through the right hander, through the Hawthorn? We don't. And that's going to set us for the inside for the next right. We're a bit cautious, but we make the move. So for overtake competitors on a super sport bike, we'd be doing very well. So we've got a tight corner coming up. Let's get it down to second gear, shall we? As well, that's bumpy as heck. Don't be too aggressive in that corner, or else you'll be in a world of pain. So go through the left-hander. Again, braking. And what was the wrong thing we tried to learn in the last event? To roll off the throttle and not brake as much around this course, as you don't need to be doing that. We're doing to this left-hander, a bit wide. Let it carry the speed on the exit. So then we go through the next right. So this is tighter than on the map. And then the left-hander, very gentle. And then next right down to second gear. And build up the speed once again. As you've got some fast kinks coming up. So we get on the pavement, had to lift majorly. Now through the left-hander. Again, just dabbing the brake for insurance on our first time through the stretches. As you build the speed up again, got another right-handers go through Glen Helen. Oh, it's a very tight corner coming up, it looks like. You go for the right, and into the left. Scraping the wall on the inside, you can probably hear that. And build the speed up again through the right hander. That's a bit tight. Managed to catch the rear end though before that rotated too much. And then through this kink, just gonna keep it in fourth, and then rev with all your might back up to 6th gear. As we're going near the end of this event, surely. Let's go slightly wide. You can see those competitors in front. We go past the houses and across the line. And we win by over 8 seconds ahead of our fellow Honda. Then the Kawasaki in 3rd, Yamaha 4th. Oh no, we don't, we're in 5th. I looked at a Honda and I thought, oh, we're right up there. But no, we're down in 5th, 11.7 seconds back of the Yamaha who won. Then it was a Honda, Kawasaki, Yamaha, then the Honda. So we were pushing it, but we were not pushing it anywhere near hard enough. As you got the Kawasaki Triumph down in 7th, then Kawasaki in last. So let's look at the inbox. As no prize money this time. We do have a couple more events we can do, as we've got TT Speed Track event there. You go around Old Blair Forest Race, should I say. 2 races, get 10,000 for first prize. That is definitely the most. So show. Oh, that's got 15,000. Should we go for this event then? And let's see what we can do. As we've got 5 riders for a TT style race here. 4 laps around the Old Blair Forest Race in Scotland. Only a 3 kilometre long track. As here we are at the start of this 3 kilometre long track. Revving it up and getting underway for this 4-lap event on board our Honda Supersport bike. So in the first half of this event, maybe just learn this course in those first 2 laps. Then in the last 2 laps, just gun it. Push it like a hell. See if we can catch up to some riders and do some overtakes. And that will really show that we are doing well. That's a bit of a jump. Got to watch out for that. The next couple of laps, you already see a rider in front. Quite clearly. Let's head through the stone walls here. Really are gaining to the rider in front. He's going to the left hand. Virtually clipping the rocks on the inside. Now into the right, dive down the inside. Just about make that work. Need to go through the left. And then build up the speed down this back straight. First half of that was all tight and twisty. This is all about speed. Up to 6th gear over 150 miles per hour. As you gun it towards the left hand kink. Slow down. And then slow down significantly for this hairpin. It's the left hander. There's all a bit of a transition there as well. In height, so can't carry too much speed. Else you will be in a world of pain. There's a bit of a kink as well before the start-finish line. So head towards the hairpin, or chicane should I say, on the second lap. Got a couple of tight hairpins though. So lots of heavy braking on this course. But a mix of everything. There's got the lift, there's a bit of a jump there. Get into the hairpin. So already see another rider in front. In the second lap. And then through the stone walls. Get down to second. And into the left hander, keep it in second. And into the right hander again, keep it in second. As we're really gaining on that rider in front, almost take him out. As you get past. Now build the speed down this back straight. There's a bit of a gap in front to the top 2 though. And they seem to be separating. On this second lap, heading into the second half of the event. So let's lift through that left-hand kink, and then into the hairpin. Bit too wide though there, as you saw, we're skidding over that transition. So definitely not taking that line again. Gaining a bit too much speed as well. As you left slightly, 11.9 up. On what? Of the event? Fastest lap? I'm guessing off the event, because it's 4 laps, so I'm guessing that's how far we are in heading into the second half of this event. Now we're pushing as well. We're really trying to push in the first half. But we will see, there are quite a few outtakes in this event, so getting familiar with this course. Let's go through the stone walls, get it down to second, and into the left hander again, keep it in second. Try not to fight that back end too much, especially into that right as you saw. Had to fight it there. Bit of a slow transition down this back straight. Look at that, we can see the next rider on our list already. Not close enough to give us some slipstream, no. Heading towards the left hand kink. So can't quite reach 175 miles per hour into that corner. And that would be scary. We're braking pretty well into the hairpin. Now we might get some slipstream. Down the front stretch. As you go across the start-finish line, 29.73 in front now. Apparently. So we go onto the final lap round the outside. Just about make that work for 2 bikes wide. And now we've just got one rider in front of us on this final lap. Let's see if we can overtake them. Get a whole set. So there he is, right in front. Let's go into the hairpin. Bit wide. Not very smooth. Thought we carried too much speed as well into that corner. Let's go through the stone walls. Keep it in third. Down a second for the left. And into the right. Let's try and keep this nice and smooth. Let's go watch out for the rate transfer as well. Through the left-handers, we just about scrape by. So overtake everyone. As we go down this back stretch, just a couple of corners to go. And one of them's just a fast kink. And the other's an extremely heavy braking zone. Let's see if we can survive this. And then we've done the event. First 2-4 episode as well with 2 events. So that time's so short round here. For that first event round the Isle of Man as... Surely that is victory in that event. That was too easy. Look at that. Almost a minute ahead of the Kawasaki with the Yamaha in third. The Kawasaki's right at the back. As we also look at fastest lap, and look at that. Almost 7 seconds faster than Simon Rose's. Honda has, we look through the list, as Michael Dunlop in last. Ian Hutchinson, 31st. What is going on? As do we have another race? There we go. Revving up the engine for this 4-lap event. Let's see what we can do then. Another take around it. It's all just about avoiding the tyres on the inside. As now I think we're leading the way. Everyone's chasing us now. Let's see what we can do over 4 laps. There's a bit offline going into the hairpin. Get it back out wide though. Move through the kinks next to the stone walls. Move through the left. Rear end getting out slightly. Then into the right, a bit wide. Hesitantly a bit out of shape. Let's just do what we did in the previous event. Just race away from everyone. As we build it up to over 150 miles per hour 6th gear. Just about touching 160 miles per hour into that left-hand kink. And go into the left-hander. So it should be pretty good round this course now. We're quite familiar with it after 4 attempts. 4 laps in that previous event. Let's go into the chicane. Maybe get it down to 2nd gear through there, but 3rd is just stable on the exit, getting on that power. And I believe that kind of short-term loss presents long-term gain though with the smoothness. Getting away. Let's go into the hairpin. And this course just has a mix of everything, doesn't it? Got a natural hazards here, those stone walls, the rocks. And then this right hand with the barrier. And that wall on the outside. And then you build through the high speed through kind of the houses, the village section, and you also got the chicane at the start of the lap. And then you got a couple of really tight hairpins as well. And then this hairpin with the transitioning gradient, which you've got to be careful of. It's almost took a 2-rider line there. Remember when we took a rider line previously, the bike just slid wide. Then you've got a 5-speed bump as well there. Just for the start-finish line. Need it down to 3rd gear again for the chicane. Had to be so precise. Okay, the maximum amount of speed through there. It's already gaining on the riders in front, the ones who started behind us. Let's go into this left-hand hairpin. Down to 1st gear. Oh, almost too tight there. I had to steer out as you saw. But the ace survives for another day. Just. So we go get it down to 2nd for the left-hander. They're getting much more comfortable handling as well with these bikes. There you go, get onto the back of someone. Here we go. This is Slipstream City, surely. Gotta be careful heading into that left-hand kink to be out of the way though. And no Slipstream City here. Do that, get it down to 5th. Now you've got to get it down to 1st. It's going to take a tight line here. It's almost carried too much speed. There's that hairpin. Like, just thudded over that gradient change, didn't it? And the members are left once again. So we go on to the final lap. This time, let's get it down to second. Let's see what it's like through it. Actually, not that bad. Maybe we should just have taken it in second all this time. That was actually a smooth exit on the power. Or it'd be a bit more wheel spinny. You see another target in front to overtake. So we're definitely at home around this track. Might not have any outtakes for this second event. That's how smooth we are and how home we are now around here. And how different it is round time to that track. Because almost had to go into the barrier there to avoid that rider. And there's another rider in front. If we overtake one more, we're not going to get all four, unfortunately. At least to get half of them after they started in front of us. Or after us, that's not too bad. So we go into the hairpin, diving down the inside. Make that work. And you can see the other rider right in front of us. You see head towards the line. 5:15. Is that quickest again? Oh yes. By 1:34. As we have the Kawasaki third, fourth, fifth. So overall, we're 59.5 seconds ahead of Philip Cartman on the Kawasaki. And then the Triumph, look at that. In third on the podium with Steve March, then Philip Tyler, and then Sirius Black in fifth on the Kawasaki. Or Sirius Lap, sorry, they just sound so alike. It's very easy to get confused as you scroll down the field. Once again, look at that, Michael Dunlop in last, Ian Hutchinson. What is going on with this order? But that's another event complete, another victory. So a good bounce back after finishing down in fifth, and good prize money earned from that event. Let's look down. We've got loads of events to choose from. Do you want to go back to this event though? The BMW Invitational. We don't have a BMW, do we? Otherwise I would love to do that. Number of races 3. Number of races 1. Section 3 and 5. Back to the TT course. Get some revenge for that 5th place. Next time out. Why not? As I will see you then. So out for watching. I'll see you next time. No lifting. It's got a couple of kinks in front. Fuck. I'm getting it wrong. Fuck. Fuck. Don't know how we survived then. Oh. Fuck. Let's go through the left. Too wide. Let's go through it in 4th. Or not. And go wide. So we just about survived scraping the wall, but not that. Just rolled off it. Fuck. Body feels like it is. Fuck. Around 150 miles per hour. Fuck. And what feels like a blink of an eye. And through the next right belly lift, then damn you, competitor. 7 seconds off. Oh. There's a heavy braking. Get it all the way down. Or not. Up the second. Oh, the rear. Fuck you. It's got a tight hairpin here. Fuck neutral. What the hell? We're not really in. Let's go into the first chicane. Oh, come on. And you got heavy braking. Oh, fuck. It's into the left-hander down the inside. No! What an idiot.